You Brussels sprouts guy?
No. But good healthy eats.
You make us a plate?
I will after this. I got every single one, yeah.
So what are your thoughts? We saw the video when Hubert told you in the locker room about ACC Player of the Year. What was the first phone call you made? And I imagine it was to your parents. How'd that conversation go?
It went well, but the way HD like kind of just released the news, it was definitely like from a genuine place, and I almost got emotional after I was like saying words to the team. But yeah, the first phone call I made was to my parents, and it was great because we just discussed everything of how I started here and where I'm at now, and all the hard work I put in, and so just to kind of just be awarded and acknowledged for my years here, especially this year. I mean, just felt great.
Was part of the emotion he connected you to his uncle, to Walter? Not just to Davis, just the way he did it.
Yeah,
linked you directly with him.
I mean, that was I think he did a terrific job of just kind of just setting it up a little bit, and I think I just got emotional just from just hearing my thoughts out loud, and I don't think I ever really think about what this means to me, but to the program. So just kind of hearing myself talk about it to the team, I think it just made me emotional, but also just super happy and just kind of give myself grace and for what I've been doing all year.
What about your thoughts about having your jersey in the Raptors?
That's even more big time. Right? A lot of the greats that went here, and just to see, there's no number 4 up there, and for me to make history like that, I mean, I can't be more proud of myself, especially the amount of players that went here and had the history and the success they had. So for number 4, Davis to go up there, I mean, that means a lot to me.
What were your parents' reactions when you called them?
No, they were happy. I mean, my dad, he tries to play it cool, but he was welcomed me with open arms, and he was super happy for me. But he was here, so we actually went out to dinner that night. But I FaceTimed my mom, and my mom was just happy for me, and just because I envisioned this going into the year, and she was just talking about how proud I am of just doing the things that I said I was going to do. I wrote down my goals, I manifested it, and for me to go out there and just do what I did and complete one of my goals, I mean, she was just super proud of my efforts, but also told me there's still more left, still more room for improvement, and definitely got a lot of games to play. So, but she was just super proud of me.
What else is on that list? What else is on that list? The goals.
A lot more. I'll just give y'all one, just the one that's next is the ACC tournament, and then win that, and then I'll reveal the rest later.
Or did you write this down in like a journal or a dry erase board? Or
I actually journal a lot. Just write down my thoughts just to see, just kind of just reveal my thoughts and kind of just write them down on a piece of paper, so I just get them out of my head sometimes. And I wrote down before the year even started. So during the summer, I was just write down what I want to accomplish this year and whatnot.
You envisioned this, but just seeing how the preseason awards rolled out, did that fuel you coming into this season?
I mean, yeah, definitely played a part into my feel and motivation this year. But it was definitely also an accomplishment a goal that I had set for myself even before the preseason awards that came out. So, but I mean, that definitely motivated me as well.
Your thoughts on Caleb winning the Pac-12 Player of the Year, and have you talked to him, and what were those conversations like?
Yeah, I mean, I congratulated him, and he congratulated me. There's always love between me and him, and for both of us to win Conference Player of the Year, I mean, I think that's just all God work right there. Always been a fan of his game, and that's my brother. So for us, just to go out the way we did and win both Conference Player of the Year, I mean, I think that just shows to our success as individuals, but also as brothers.
And then there's one of the possible projections is Carolina as the 1 in the West and Arizona as the 2 in the West. How would that be facing Caleb in the NCAA tournament?
No, that'd be a crazy storyline. Just for that game, if it was possibly to happen, I think that would be probably one of the most watched games and a highly anticipated game. So I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I think that would be a crazy storyline just to even think about and hear it out loud.
How
What
did
about
you get to see?
what was your
How grateful are you as a group that Armando came back for you?
Really grateful. I mean, the way Armando has instilled his legacy here as a player, but just to have him as a teammate has meant the world for us. And he gets us going. He's, our anchor, the way he plays defense, the way he rebounds. I mean, he's the greatest rebounder in Carolina history, but also just all the things that he does for his team is special. It means so much to me, like, couldn't even put into words. But his presence is, from offensive end to defensive end, and just to have him as an extra leader was definitely needed for this team, and he's definitely has instilled his legacy here.
How important is it for you guys to win this tournament? It sounded like the coach was putting a lot of emphasis on it, but Armando said it's something that you guys want to accomplish as a group as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely something that we want to accomplish as a group, and we want to win. So it's a championship, and we're playing for something. So just because we won the regular season doesn't mean the season's over for us. We still have more games to play, more championships to win. So it's a key emphasis for the team, and we're just going to go out and play our basketball.
You've talked a little bit about your dad being a pretty high scorer back in the day, and y'all playing a little bit when you were younger. How much is this award? How much is he a part of this award?
I mean, he's a part of it a lot. I mean, the way he was always hard on me throughout my years, just like growing up, playing AAU and high school. So, but I mean, I appreciate him for doing that because it kind of just molded me into the player I am today. And I felt like if I could deal with his criticism, I feel like I deal with anyone's criticism. So. But I mean, it really just shaped me to the player I am, just to be aggressive at all times and never back down to anyone. And that's always the main mindset he always wanted to instill in me. And it's to always play each game like it's your last, and always have that dog mentality in you. So he's definitely helped me get to the position I am today.
With him being hard on you, that was probably a point when he started making basketball more serious for you, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you at that time? And give us an example of him being hard on you when you were younger.
I would say it really started when I was 8 and 9. That's when I was second grade. I was playing with Gauchos.
You're still wearing goggles?
Yeah, I was still wearing goggles. An example of him being hard on me, was a lot. I remember. So we was playing the hoops in the sun, and I didn't play well at all. And he cursed me out in the parking lot in front of everyone. I was pretty embarrassed that day.
Is part of this an aim to please him?
I wouldn't say please him, but more so just him pushing me to the potential, because I think at times he believes in me more than I believe in myself, and he just sees how great I can be. So he's just trying to push me beyond my potential and limits so I can be the best player that I can be. And it's more so just him wanting to see his son shine. Now it's nothing about pleasing him. It's more about wanting the best for his son.
I was talking to him the other day, and he was telling me about a time that you'd sprained your ankle, I think, and the doctor had told you weren't going to play for, can't remember how long.
Yeah.
You went in 2 weeks early, I want to say. Mm-hmm. He and you made that decision together. You talked to Tommy. He was like, no, the doctor said you couldn't play, but you guys decided to. Do you remember that? And then, what kind of impact did that have on, your mindset?
Yeah, I think it just spoke about, toughness. I mean, mental toughness. And just kind of playing through. I mean, obviously it could be something minor, but if you feel like you can play, go ahead and play. But I mean, I definitely just spoke on mental toughness and just having that mentality just to be okay, I may be a little bit injured, but if I can play through it and have the ability just to go out there and give my effort, 100% effort, then I could be fine. And I think that really spoke into kind of just years throughout, where I may just have a little tweak or just get elbowed in the head like Seth elbowed me this past year. Just get right back up and continue to keep fighting. So I mean, I think those little plays in my AAU days have played a big role in today's game.
RJ, wanted to ask about Armando again. Obviously, he made the all-defensive team. You mentioned him being an anchor. How have you seen his defense, take a step up this season compared to other seasons?
No, he's been great all year defensively. I mean, just his way. I mean, we switch now, so there's been times when he's been put on to guards, and his ability just to guard smaller guards and be defensive impact has been huge. And his presence at the rim, blocking shots, forming his V in the ice and V. So little things like that I mean, Mondo's been great all year round, and I know a lot of people always talk about the offense and stuff like that, but like, his defensive presence has been huge for this team, and it really has got us going and has led us to win games. So big credit to Mondo because he's been doing a good job.
Have you seen him kind of like? How you kind of seen that like change the defense or change the way you even play defense? Like, have you seen that? I know you guys obviously have a lot of different personnel already, but have you kind of seen that like, change the way you guys play defense?
It builds trust on the defensive end. Like, if like Mondo goes ahead and block a shot, like someone's gonna be there to box out his man. So. It's not really relying on like let me guard my man, more so just playing like a team defense. And I've seen that throughout the whole year. I mean, the way we progressed throughout just our defensive transitions and being in the gaps and just having that good help side defense has been great. So I mean the key theme for this team this year has been like trusting each other that your man, if you get blown by, your teammate's gonna be there. And that all started with Mondo and just him having the ability to trust his teammates.
RJ, has Mondo referred to himself as a 3-and-D guy with you?
Nah, I mean he refers himself as a slime. I know he probably told you that, but I wouldn't say 3-and-D.
I don't think anyone would say that.
I wouldn't say any. I'm gonna say but I mean, he does have the ability to knock the three down. I think I saw that against Notre Dame.
Yeah, I just worry that the combination of that and all defensive team may create a monster.
Nah, yeah. He's solid though.
Would you like to see more little pick and pop plays for him? Or?
I told him I said if you're open, just shoot it. Yeah. I've seen you especially the top of the key is like his spot. So I have confidence in him shooting that three. So
Well, the overall defensive level, has it risen to the level that it was during the 10-game win streak? How have you seen that evolve? Because there was a stretch there when it wasn't as good.
I mean, I think we definitely took some strides defensively. And we been doing a good job of doing that and just moving in the right direction. I think we have another step that we could take further and go beyond. But right now we're in a good position defensively. We just gotta continue to keep doing that and just take it one game at a time. But right now we're in a good spot, and we see what happens when we're playing really good team defense. So as long as we see that in the film and see the positive aspects of that, then we'll be more than fine.
RJ, talk to me about the vlogs. Is there one coming out soon?
Yeah, I'm actually vlogging this one right now.
Oh yeah.
The ACC tournament. So.
What's the kind of response been like to those? They're getting a lot of traction on social media.
Yeah.
Your friends like them?
Nah, my friends love it, and they the main ones on me about it. You need to post, you need to stay on it.
Yeah.
I'm telling it's kind of hard for me to vlog and play basketball at the same time. So, but I mean, I have two videos in the making right now. I recorded Louisville and senior night.
And has it been good for is it just a fun pastime, or why'd you start doing it?
I mean, I've always had a weird obsession for YouTube, even when I was a little kid, and I always watched day in the lives when I was elementary school, just athletes, especially NBA players in high school. I mean, in college. So for me, I kind of just wanted to see how it felt for me, and I actually enjoy doing it. It's a little side hobby for me.
Yeah.
And it's fun and I think the interaction of just because a lot of people just know me for being basketball and not just I'm a regular human being as well, and I'm a goofy kid, so just kind of show that little aspect and side of my life as well. So
what's the
in-game
filming?
vlogging? You gotta do in-game.
Nah, I mean in-game would probably just have to be one of my managers recording on the bench.
I think you can just
We talk about actual playing.
a GoPro.
Wear a headband and have a camera.
With your phone on it.
I might try that.
What's the filming process look like for you?
I mean, it's so I'll sometimes I forget. I'll wake up in the morning and kind of forget my camera and walk out the house. But I try to get it when I wake up into just kind of record everything throughout the day, and then kind of just get all the footage and download to my computer, and then I just start editing.
You edit it?
Yeah, well, I have a friend that edits it.
Okay.
Yeah, so he just helps me out with that, and then we upload it. I look at the draft, see how I cut and paste anything I don't want, and then I upload it and see how you guys like it.
Do teammates fight to be in it, or?
No, the only person that does is Seth.
Seth?
Because Seth is always complaining about his screen time.
Yeah. Awesome.
Mondo said that what happened after the first Duke win with the home loss at Tennessee was kind of a lesson for you guys. Have you talked about what happened after the first Duke game and how to make sure that doesn't happen again?
For this year?
Yeah.
I mean, I think this group has a good head on their shoulders, and we know what to expect and the type of games that we're going to be in. So our main thing is just have that right mindset, just not take our foot off the gas, and to approach each game the same way. It's all about our mentality, our preparation, and it's March now, so and we want to go out to the ACC tournament and win this whole thing. So we just gotta have that right mindset and the right preparation leading up to these games, because there's some good teams in this tournament.
RJ, how did Cormac get on top of that bus? Did you see him do it?
I honestly don't know how, but I think that's legendary right there.
I think I saw there was like a hatch.
It might have been like that hatch, yeah.
I heard that the bus was gonna drive away and they didn't realize he was up there. You remember that?
That's good. Yeah, I mean, just to see him on that bus though, I think that's like a legendary moment right there. I was hyped for him, especially because he had 30, and then for him to get on top of the bus with the trophy, and that's a lit.
What was the bus ride back like?
We were playing music on the way back, and we took a group photo. I think you guys saw it already. It was just like great vibes, a lot of joy, and we just celebrated as a team.
One more.
RJ, we talked last week on senior night about how emotions might hit you after the game. Did the emotions ever hit you?
Yeah, they did. I sat as soon as I sat down in my locker, I just kind of just replayed like the whole game and just everything that was going on in that moment. So I mean, it was special, and I really enjoyed that game just because of everyone was it just felt like a fun game, and just seeing everyone smiling and having fun out there. That's what like really brought me. Like kind of just emotional. I didn't shed a tear or anything, but it was more so just excitement and joy.
Thanks, RJ.
Yep.
Thanks, RJ.
Thank you.